This in my hands is the brand new Xiaomi Note 10. It promises to be an absolutely incredible smartphone because amongst other specs, it has a whopping 5 cameras, or a penta camera, including one that is 108 megapixels. Now we'll be putting that to the test because I'm about to unbox this and give you my first look review. So buckle up because you're watching me, EMKWAN, here on EMKWAN Reviews. So right out of the box, we get the device itself. We'll take a closer look at that in a moment. But we also get a little box that has some goodies, including a SIM ejector tool. And it's nice to see Xiaomi have included another silicon case with their device. It just is really cool that it comes right out of the box. It'd be nice to see more manufacturers do this. We also get some warranty information and paperwork, a power adapter, and a USB-C sync charge cable. No headphones. It looks and feels premium in the hand. You can see that this is a black or grayish color with that reflective coating on it. This is gonna pick up fingerprints quite easily, so that might be where that silicon case comes in handy. Now at the back, you'll notice the penta camera, the 5 cameras. I'll talk about the specifics of those cameras later on in the video, but you got the Xiaomi branding on the bottom left and then some legal branding on the right. Down at the bottom, you've got the speaker grill with the USB charging port, and check that out, in 2020, a 3.5mm headphone jack comes included on this, so that might make some of you happy. Then on the right, you've got the power button with the volume rocker, and then on the left hand side, it's completely flush. On the top there, what looks to be like an IR blaster and a microphone input over there. Now, one of the first things, and I'll power this on so that you can see, is that it's got that 6.47-inch 3D curved AMOLED display. That is a really interesting feel. It definitely comes over on the edges over here. So in the hand, you're going to notice that display curve over. That display, I think, is going to make an incredible experience, particularly for multimedia like YouTube videos, and also for viewing images as well. So that's a big kudos to Xiaomi there for what they've done with that curved display. So hardware-wise, pretty impressive, but let me just talk to you quickly about the specs. This is probably one of the areas that I wish Xiaomi had just bumped up in terms of the spec sheet, and that's because right out of the box, you're getting a Snapdragon 730G chipset paired up with 6 GB of RAM. Now, a smartphone that's aiming for the premium sort of mid-range, it would have been nice to see that included with a Snapdragon 855 or even an 855 Plus chipset and a bump up in the RAM, because with that 6 GB of RAM and that Snapdragon 730G chipset, I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's perfectly fine. I think most people will be happy with this, but it does suffer when it comes to, you know, intensive apps, things like video processing. On the back, you're going to get a whopping 5,260 milliamp hour battery. So that should be plenty of battery juice to get you through either a day and a half or at the max 2 days worth of battery life. Right out of the box, the Mi Note 10 is also going to run Android 9. There are rumors that Android 10 are going to be coming up with a recent update, but something to note is that the MIUI, which is this skin, if you like, on top of Android, there are mixed opinions about this. I've mentioned this in the past on my Xiaomi reviews. I don't particularly dislike this. In fact, in some areas, this is actually quite nice. There are some issues with bloatware that you get on top, but you can remove those apps. Plus, the icons are pretty nice, and it has little quirks like being able to give you dark mode even if you're not running Android 10. The standout, or the main feature of the smartphone, has to be in that camera, the penta camera, the 5 cameras. Now, I'll talk about how they perform in a moment, but let me just run through the 5 different cameras and give you an idea of what you're getting. So the main camera, the standout camera, is that 108 megapixel f1.7 with optical image stabilization. Camera number 2 is a 12 megapixel f2.0 telephoto. Camera number 3 is a 5 megapixel upscale to 8 megapixel f2.0, again a telephoto. Camera number 4 is a 20 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide, and finally the camera number 5 is a 2 megapixel f2.4, which is essentially a dedicated macro camera. So how do those cameras and the end result perform? Well, what is interesting is, unlike another smartphone that has 5 cameras, the Nokia N9. They're all the same cameras and they all work together. The Xiaomi Mi Note 10 works differently because those different cameras actually have different purposes. Now, for the most part, the images at the end, as you can see from the screen, do produce some good images. The images, if you look up real close, do lack some level of dynamic range, particularly in the ultra-wide mode. But I think for the most part, they do a good job. At maximum zoom, 50x zoom, you're not really going to get a clear image. It's incredibly blurry, no matter what you kind of use. I've tried this on a tripod in my hand. The images just don't come out as clearly as I would like at that maximum range. But for the most part, in normal conditions with 1x, 2x, 5x, they do a very, very good job. Now, the big standout feature, in my opinion, has to be in that 108 megapixel camera, because it's the first time that we've seen a 108 megapixel sensor on a smartphone, but in the camera mode, it really does take it to the next level. Now, by default, it's set up as 27 megapixel, and you can always change this, but once you do take the images, it's really hard to tell just the amount of detail and crispiness that you'll get from an image taken with that 108 megapixel camera. The best way to view it is on another device where you can really take advantage of the pixels and the details. As far as video is concerned, you get 2160 at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 30, 60, 120 or 240 frames per second. It also has slow-mo, 720p at 960 frames per second. Now, video, I think, does a good job. In low light, video does suffer and you can see some noise and distortion there, but in normal lighting, it does a good job. Now, as far as the front-facing camera is concerned, it has a 32 megapixel f2.0, 1080p video at 30 frames per second, which is reasonably good. What is odd though is that 32 megapixel front-facing camera doesn't allow you to take the maximum 32 megapixel shots, which is a little confusing. But those selfies do come out quite nice and crisp and clear. So guys, what are my final thoughts having unboxed and spent some hands-on time with the Xiaomi Mi Note 10? I really want more time with this device, but from my initial impressions, it's a very impressive device. As with most Xiaomi smartphones, the spec to value proposition is incredible, and the Mi Note 10 is really no different. The only thing is that penta camera, 5 cameras. If you tell someone that you've got a smartphone with 5 cameras, you just expect an absolutely incredible end result. And I think the Mi Note 10 does a good job, but it's not amazing. It won't blow images out of the water. That 108 megapixel camera, however, and the results that it does take with photography are impressive, but it sort of still lacks that dynamic range from the camera and the video quality that I've tested out. But apart from that, I mean, it's still at the asking price is incredible, even with some of those limitations with the end results on images and video, because the Mi Note 10 will set you back in this part of the world around about 1,560 dirhams, which equates in the US to about $430, and in the UK about 360 pounds, which is an incredible value proposition. Because if you factor everything else, including that beautiful screen, the hardware, the penta camera, the front-facing camera, that really is an incredible value proposition. Yes, I would have liked to see a bumped up chipset, at least a Snapdragon 855 with a minimum of 8 gigabytes of RAM and the option to upgrade to 12 gigabytes if I wanted to. That's not in there, but I think for most users who are looking at an Android smartphone with specs like this at this particular price range, it's very hard to argue with the fact that the Mi Note 10 does offer some incredible value for money. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think. If you're new around here, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video here on EMKWAN Reviews. Until then, I'm EMKWAN with the Xiaomi Mi Note 10. Peace and blessings.